just being natural aliveness as itself, nothing to accomplish, nothing left undone. Again and again, the song of change teaches us, continuously played by all phenomena. Regardless of past commitments, vow only arises as our actual condition. Congruency is the only way forward. Embracing one's whole self, intimacy melting the obscuring ice of self-hatred. In the resonant heart, just like me, all who I see long for freedom. Within dimensional embodiment, shining in totality, relative space reveals the expanse of space within, and thoughts are put in their own place. From within the expanse, exchanging self for other, emotional energy reaches its apex without eclipsing into story. Through sheer honesty and luminous self-respect, the light of kindness illuminates what is in the shadows. Whatever is present, especially that which you are ashamed of, is the luminous offering that pleases the dwellers. Calling down the many-colored rainbow flowers like snowflakes all around, the transparent, ever-present teacher blesses us when we call for help. Nature, the most beautiful temple and skillful teacher, through opening our senses, her blessings enter our heart as the unborn transmission. You are my personal Drala, truly seeing and being seen, giving each other the transmission of goodness. And the deity is none other than yourself, true nature transparently expressing itself through your beautiful uniqueness. Through the naturally arising bliss of union, the example of non-conceptual wisdom illuminates our practice to guide us like a torch. Like a lucid dream, that which cognizes and that which is cognized are of the same substance. Turning perceptions around, the eye of nature looking back at us recognizes the deities in never-ending union. Dissolving the meditator, letting movement uncoil itself, freedom through total surrender in the spacious expanse of being. Ultimate and relative in harmony, thoughts translucent while appearing, this unceasing, instantaneous, luminous creativity is wisdom. In the totality beyond apprehension, expressing itself as non-referential compassion, dawns the natural resonance of reality. Inseparable, cognizance and motility sow the seeds that ensure benefit. Aspirations from the expanse issue forth to each individual expressing the expanse. Centerless, timeless, everything is the face of the deity. All time and space within the human heart, the holographic universe is true freedom. just being, natural aliveness as itself, nothing to accomplish, nothing left undone.
So we'll start with R-ing it up. Just R-ing. It's cooler than being. Some of that is the feeling we have of like, oh yeah, we're just alive. And we're aware of that. Like if you'd been sleeping and you woke up and you're like, oh yeah, I've been R-ing the whole time. Now I'm connecting with it. And then we'll tighten from the core, and then legs and arms and face, and more and more and more. And then and maybe the triple ah, you know. And now we'll do subtle tightening of the energetic body and maybe a little bit of the physical body. And then we brighten while we're tightening. And then we release. And then brighten. And release. And now we'll just rest for a few moments, but just in the vastness of what we don't know, and even possibly what we don't know, but the quality of how much is unknown in this life, in this universe. And just open to that unknowable, or unknown, if not unknown. So much. There's so much to know that if we tried to know it all, it would take forever to know it all. It's endless. And we connect with the wonder. We talked about that as like the eyes that we did in Tighten and Brighten. Like if you widen your eyes a little, that's like what kids do, right? When they're like, I wonder, you're like, what's going to happen, right? You know, it's a natural physiological wonder, curiosity. You can do it in whatever way is natural for you, but some sense of wonder. And then we move through, looking at where our hand was, feeling the poignancy that the body is aging, conditions are transpiring, things are changing all the time. And looking straight ahead, all of our past dissolves into the present. There's nothing behind us, nothing in front of us, we're just here. In the eternal present. When we feel the emergence of the hand moving, current luminosity turning into what we call the future, things happening that we can't control, uncertainty, when we feel that. And then we look through the hand. The changing and unchanging are inseparable. Timelessness is expressed by time. Time expresses timelessness. That means timelessness is definitely not an idea, but an experience. And out of this experience, we invite a little tour of our history, perhaps starting with an early memory, like something when we were young, very young, whatever comes to mind. And we just feel it with compassion, seeing our strength and our vulnerability as one. And the thread continues. We come to another memory at any time further in our life. Whatever arises, we don't evaluate it, we just feel it. And we move forward in our life even further. And even further still, feeling the memory, feeling the tenderness and the strength, the thread of your auspicious journey. And then a more recent memory. At the heart of who we are, the vulnerability, bravery. And then we feel what we're feeling right now. What is our vulnerability, bravery right now? And we tilt the hands 45 degrees like an arrow tip. And we formulate for ourselves, what is the growing edge for me? And this is formulated in terms of what's going on in our practice, synthesized with what's going on in our life, synthesized with what we would like to or aspire to intentionally dive into or work with choicelessly, you could say, or with delight, or with bravery, vulnerability. So what is the bravery, vulnerability we feel? And what are the elements of our practice and our life situation? And we come up with our own little phrase to ourselves. We'll take some time to formulate it. And when you're ready, you dive in, you bow. And then we come up refreshed, like we're dripping with water. And we dove in. So remembering that the growing edge practice is not monolithic. It's not like, I did that, you know. It's like, okay, but now it's now. So literally the practice today, if you want to do it flashing throughout the day, is just stop yourself and feel, become in touch with your feelings and your inner body, your subtle body, and formulate an aspiration, that's something you're working with. And you might find throughout the day that the themes are similar, but the wording might change, or you might find in different situations that you have a different aspiration arising. Whatever it is, then just sort of physically dive into it, feel that sense of commitment. And I find this is a very powerful fork in the road during the day when you realize, wait, what am I feeling? You place your hands on your chest, whatever, and then you actually come up with, how am I going to practice right now? You say it to yourself, you bow into it. And you can see that that's more the point than, I did that. It's more like, what am I doing? It doesn't have to be a big deal. It could happen quite with, like, even with a lightness. Because you can do it again in 5 minutes and change it. Yeah, so you're not stuck, but you're in touch. Okay, Andy, would you lead us to the dedication of merit? Because you're here, and you don't have to. You could...
Yeah, sure. All you sentient beings, I have a good or bad connection with. As soon as you have left this confused dimension, may you be born in the Western Sukhavati. And once you're born there, complete the bhumis and the path.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Have a good day.
Good to see you, India, and hear you.
Yeah.
Bye.